been anxiously awaiting this week's book review? Are you mad at me that I made you wait till Sunday for the Saturday sit-down? I'm sorry, but today you get to be with me here in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. It's really nice and I'm on vacation. I wish you were here with me too, even though I don't know who you are, and even though I only get about 20 views a week, and even though probably like 10 of those are family and friends, and even though one of you guys voted down one of my videos, you said that it was bad and you gave it a thumbs down, I still wish you were here with me. Lolita, it's on your minds, right? What did he think of Lolita? I need to know what Dean thought about Lolita. Let me tell you what I thought about Lolita. Creepy. How do you feel about rapists? How do you feel about pedophiles? How would you feel about rapists and pedophiles if you felt that you liked the rapist or the pedophile? The main character in Lolita is probably in his upper 30s, lower 40s, and he's in love with a 12-year-old girl. Horrible, right? I guess our main character is a villain. Nope. It raises a few questions in my head about the type of person that Nabokov was. How did he pull off this character? I would not have been able to write this story. But Nabokov never had a history of pedophilia, at least nothing that I found that I researched. There's a bug on the floor. It's like a beetle. Should I kill it? Hold on. I got this. Be free, my brethren. Lolita is never lusted after. She's loved. Humbert, when he was 12, his girlfriend that he was passionately in love with died, and ever since then he wasn't able to get over those emotions that he felt towards that person. Nabokov warned at the end of the book that he was afraid the book would go the wrong way with readers at first, because the first 13 chapters, and chapters in this book are really small, on average usually only a couple pages. The first 13 chapters are sexually explicit, and what he was concerned about was that after those first 13 chapters, he would turn the book into more of a crime drama thriller. But people who had gotten used to those first 13 chapters and didn't know anything about Lolita and the concept of the book and never heard anybody talk about it would feel a sort of letdown after all this sexual tension and build-up from the first 13 chapters towards nothing. You know, it's really gripping to hear a 40-year-old talk lovingly about a 12-year-old and want her body. I'm not saying that it's something you crave and that you want to keep reading, but you almost can't help yourself. And after chapter 13, when that's gone, you kind of have to shift gears and realize that that end of the story is over, and now you're going to start reading a different type of story. Of course, I didn't know that. So what happened for me? Well, Lolita is divided into two books, book 1 and book 2, and it was really tough for me to get through book 2. Doesn't that sound bad? That there was no sexually explicit stuff about a 12-year-old, and so I was bored and I couldn't get through it. Yeah. But I didn't know that my mind was supposed to shift gears. And it's right, that tension sort of dropped and I didn't realize what... All I noticed was a sense of boredom. Make sure that you read a paragraph or a chapter or book 1 of Lolita before you die. It's unbelievable that a bestseller like this could exist. It's unbelievable that a book that was written in 1955 can still make you squirm inside, can still make you uncomfortable when you read it in a public place. But it's tough for me to recommend the book as a whole because I did end up getting kind of bored. Because of what it did, its groundbreaking nature, its ability to still arouse so many emotions, but combined with that sense of loss and boredom as I got into book 2, can really only give Lolita about a, I'm gonna say like a 7.7. It definitely deserves to be a classic. Its role in history is vital. But I just wasn't engaged the whole time. I'm sorry if that's a sin, but it can't be as bad as having sex with a 12-year-old girl, right?